Take your comfortable seat. Adjust it, find what actually does make it more comfortable, whether it's adding more props or taking some away. And as you let your hands rest down, let your eyes soften. Take a couple of long, slow breaths and let yourself settle, let yourself land. Finding this place right here, right now, to tune into how your body feels, noticing any body sensations, any emotions, any thoughts. Give your shoulders a lift up and back. And as you're ready to, you can softly open your eyes if they're closed. And now bring hands behind your back to clasp or to make fists at your low back, whichever feels better. And lift your shoulders further up and back. Do a little squeeze of elbows toward each other. And then add a couple of movements side to side with your head. And then a couple of movements up and down with your chin. And as you come back into center, release your hands, and we'll take hands in front to clasp. Pull forward with your arms and round into the upper back, finding a couple of side to side swaying movements. Then inhale, sit tall, and take right hand across to left knee or thigh, left fingertips behind or beside. And as you press down with your fingertips behind you, lift up taller. Take an exhale, pull ribs in to twist a little bit more. Inhale, come back to center. Exhale, take your twist over to the right side. Press fingertips down, find more lift, more length. Exhale, ribs in to twist a little bit more. Inhale, come back to center. Walk your hands forward, and then you can have hands on a block or a prop here if you would like, but work your way as far into a fold as your body would like. As you come into this fold, perhaps add a couple of movements through your torso, maybe through your hips. Walk hands over to the left side. Take a big deep breath into your right back body. And then walk hands over to the right side and take that big breath into your left back body. Walk hands back into center, come all the way back upright, and switch the cross of your legs, coming maybe to the less comfortable cross for yourself. And then inhale, sweep arms wide and up overhead, clasp hands at the top, turn palms up, and plug your shoulder blades in. Take a couple of side to side movements here, little sways. And now we'll do a little bit of circular motion, a little rotation. So sway over to the right side, pull your ribs in, circle around to the front, and then back up on the left. And then switch directions. Take your side stretch to the left, pull in with the ribs, circle around, back up on the right. One more on each side, to the right, and then to the left. And then release your arms, cactus your arms, press your elbows back in space. Pull your flaring ribs back, but then lift more through the rib cage and the collarbones. And then release your arms down. And then as you take your left fingertips to the floor beside you, reach your right arm up and over your ear. Take as deep a side stretch as your body is calling for, walking your hand as far out as you would like. Plug both shoulder blades in and turn more upward with your right shoulder. Turn more upward through your chest. Inhale back upright and set. Right hand on the ground, left arm reaches. And then work your way as far out to the right as your body is ready for. Put both shoulder blades on your back and then turn more open with your left shoulder. Inhale back upright. And one more time, hands to clasp behind you. As you clasp your hands, lift your shoulders up and back and hug back with the elbows. As you let your chest be open and lifted, press your palms toward each other and pull them apart. Find a little resistance there. And if you'd like to add the lift of your hands away from your back, you can. You can always keep them resting, that's fine too. Take another long, slow breath. And then releasing your hands. Last time, walk your hands forward, coming into your forward fold. Take as deep a fold here as your body is calling for. And then bring yourself back upright. We're going to bring legs off to one side and come onto our tabletop, hands and knees. And we're not here for long, so just take a moment to set yourself up. You're always welcome to have a blanket underneath your knees, but like I said, we're not here for long. So as you root down through palms and fingertips, rotate elbow pits forward and push. Find that expansion into the upper back. Tuck toes, lift hips, come to your downward facing dog pose. Take a big deep breath. And then walk your way forward, coming into your forward fold at the front of your mat. Take as many steps to get there as you would like. Use props if you would like. And then take an inhale, lengthen part way. Extend your ribs and collarbones forward, sitting bones up. Exhale, hinge and fold. Inhale, lengthen one more time. Exhale, fold. Fingertips are planting. Step right foot back into your lunge. Turn and plant your back heel, foot parallel to the back of your mat. Press through your feet and inhale, rise up, coming into your warrior two. As you settle into warrior two, also find the opening expansion through your heart. Full big breath. And then work your front leg towards straight. Take your hands to your hips, push down into your hips. Lift your heart. And then lengthen left arm up, right arm across your low back. And then stretch it back, reversing your triangle pose here. Full, long, deep breath. And then inhale, open it up into warrior two, rising back up, bending into your front knee. Exhale, plant your hands, tuck your back toes and step forward. Inhale, lengthen. Exhale, fold. Fingertips are planting. Step your left foot back into your lunge. Turn and plant your back foot. And again, push through your feet. Inhale, lift your torso, warrior two. Settling in, opening and expanding with your arms. Deep, long, full breath. Then work your front leg towards straight, hands to hips. Push down into your hips, lift your ribs away from your hips, and then reach your right arm. Left arm is across your back, and then maybe stretch it back. You can always stay more upright here if that feels better. Big deep breath. Inhale back upright, and exhale, settle into your front knee. And then hands come down to the front of your mat, tuck your back toes, and step forward. Inhale, lengthen. Exhale, fold. Hands to hips. As you press back on hips, lift through shoulders and elbows, unhinge the hips and rise. As you come up to your mountain pose, reset your feet, inner hip distance apart and parallel. Lift and spread your toes, root them down, and take your gratitude arms here, opening up and expanding through the front of the chest. Pull the flaring ribs back. Take right ear over to your right shoulder. On your exhale, chin to chest. Inhale, left ear to left shoulder. Exhale, chin to chest. Then inhale, lift your gaze. Take your hands behind your back to clasp. As you press your palms toward each other, lift your shoulders up and back. Hug back. And now take your feet out as wide as your mat. And then a little softness to your knees. Hinge from the hips and fold. Hands stay clasping if that's comfortable. As you fold, tilt your sitting bones up. Keep your elbows hugging toward each other. Back of your neck is long. Feel free to add a little nod or shake or ear to shoulder, ear to shoulder. And releasing your hands down, step all the way back, downward facing dog pose, and pause. Take a big breath. As you find your strong root through your hands, rotate elbow pits forward and push. Find more lift and length through your sitting bones. Then inhale, come forward into your plank. Feel free to bring knees down. Stay rotated through your upper arm bones here and push. Exhale, bend elbows and lower. Inhale, curl up and open into whatever height cobra feels the best to you today. Deep, full breath. Then exhale, hips back toward heels. Take your child's pose. Inhale, rise to your tabletop. Exhale, downward facing dog pose. Inhale, rise to tiptoes. Lift your sitting bones up high. Push down into the ground through your hands. And then walk your way forward. Forward fold. Take an inhale and lengthen. Exhale, fold. Hands to hips. Press back on hips. Extend your heart. Unhinge your hips and rise. As you come up to your mountain pose this time, turn your palms forward, lifting shoulders up and back. You're welcome to close your eyes here for a moment if you would like. Take a long, slow, deep breath. And softly open your eyes, shift over to your left foot, lift your right knee up in toward your chest. Hold your knee with your hand if you want, or you can do this without holding your knee for a little added challenge. You choose. You can also stand near a wall if you would like to. And then open your knee up. As you open your knee up, tone low belly and ribs. Lift your heart. Full big breath. And then bring your knee back into center, and now we're clasping underneath your thigh, or you can again do this without holding your leg, but press forward through your heel into this standing staff pose. Wrap your right hip down, push through your standing leg. Inhale, heel pulls back in, and then exhale, release your foot back down. And now shift over to your right foot and lift your left knee up. And again, hold your knee if you would like to, or you can lift it up and keep your arms by your sides, palms forward. You choose. Take a big breath. Remember, all of this can be done without holding the leg or holding the leg. You choose. Wrap your left hip down, push through your standing leg. Open your left knee up. As you open it up, lift your heart. Maybe hug your knee in a little closer. And then inhale back to center. And exhale, extend your leg long. Wrap the left hip down. Push through your standing foot. Good. Inhale, heel draws back in. Exhale, foot back to the ground. Feet inner hip distance apart and parallel. Again, turn your palms forward, eyes opened or closed. Take a big breath. Inhale, stretch up. Exhale, hinge from the hips and fold. Inhale, lengthen. Exhale, fold. Plant hands, step back. Downward facing dog pose. Pause, take a big breath. Find even more push from your back muscles out through your hands. Even more lift of sitting bones. Then inhale forward to plank. Knees up or down, you choose. Elbow pits are rotating forward. Push. Exhale, bend elbows and lower. Inhale, curl up and open. Find your height. Whatever cobra works for you. Exhale, push back, hips toward heels. Child's pose. Then gently bring yourself back upright to your seat. Bring the legs off to one side, hips off to the other, and then bring your legs out to the front. Extend your legs out long in front. Move your sitting bones. Seated staff pose. And so in this staff pose, find a push of fingertips down into the ground beside your hips. Maybe a little behind you, that's fine too. But a long spine, lift through your ribs, your collarbones. Take a deep breath. As you push your heels down, lift even higher with your heart. Tone your core, pull in through the low belly and the ribs. And you might be setting palms down. My arms are a little short for that myself, but you might be setting palms down. That would be more of the traditional staff pose. And now on your exhale, hinge forward and fold, taking your forward fold. As you find your forward fold, maybe you're reaching your hands out to your feet. Maybe you're keeping your hands beside your legs, hands to shins, wherever it works for you to tilt your belly more forward and lengthen through your front. One more big breath here. Then inhale back upright and bring soles of feet together, knees open. Begin to your bound ankle pose or butterfly. Feel free to set a blanket underneath your hips or something underneath your knees. You choose. As you inhale, sit even taller. As you exhale, if it feels good to hinge forward and fold, you're welcome to. Then inhale all the way back upright. Soles of feet to the ground. And we're making our way onto our backs. Be sure you can reach all of your props. As you come down onto your back, let your knees drop in toward each other to touch or to come toward touching. And then add a little bit of pelvic tilt, just a couple times, tilting sitting bones up and down. And then come to your neutral for your pelvis. And walk feet into about hip distance, extend. Right leg up long. And here you can either clasp behind the backside of your thigh or hold a strap around the ball of your foot, your choice. As you tilt your sitting bones down here, you might send your left leg all the way out against the ground. You can always keep your knee bent. Take a deep breath. And then just slightly take your leg across your body, keeping your hip grounded. Little IT band length here. And then bring it back to center. And now we'll take the leg off to the right side. So here you can hold your strap on the ball of your foot or hand on the outside of your leg for a little support. Take a full, long, slow breath. And then bend your knee, bring your knee back into center and give it a little hug in toward your side. And set your foot down. And now lift your left knee, extend your left leg. And then you choose how you would like to hold your leg, with your hands behind your thigh or strap around the ball of your foot. Regardless, flex your foot. And then give your pelvis a little tilt, sitting bones down. And if you want, lengthen your right leg all the way out. Take a big deep breath right here. And then take your leg just a little bit across your body to the right side. Not enough to lift the hip on the left, but just enough to lengthen the outside of your leg. And then take your leg open to the left. And so here you can use your hand as a prop or hold a strap. Whatever works the best in your body, take a big deep breath. And then bend your knee, bring it back into center. Hug your knee in, give it a little rock. Footprints to the ground once more. Walk your feet in toward your sitting bones. And now let's pick which prop you would like to use. So I'm going to use one of my bigger blocks here. You can use your bolster. If you happen to have one of those little inflatable balls, you can use that. Lift your hips up. Set your prop underneath your hips. We'll come to let our hips rest on our prop in a restorative variation of bridge pose. As you come to your bridge pose, if you want the psoas lengthening variation, then you can walk your legs all the way out long and straight. If you would like To take soles of feet together, knees open, you can go toward a butterfly instead, or the other way, drop your knees in toward each other. You choose. Full big breath. One more long, slow breath right here. And walk your feet back in if your legs are extended. Bring your legs back to a neutral place. And then you're lifting hips, taking your prop out and setting your hips down. And then pulling knees in toward your sides and rocking side to side, walking your hips away from your ribs. Then setting your legs up on a prop if you want to, or you can lengthen your legs all the way out if you want to, entirely up to you. But then as you wrap yourself with a hug, one arm over the other, walk your ribs away from your hips. Create even more space through your torso. Switch the cross and take a big breath into the space between your shoulder blades. And then release your arms. Start to settle into your favorite version of a resting pose. Find your Shavasana. Bring awareness back to your breath. Some gentle movement into fingers and toes. When you're ready to, you can bend your knees, roll to one side, and gently push yourself back upright to your seat. With hands coming to connect at heart center, eyes opened or closed, your choice. Take another long, slow breath, noticing your body in this space, how your body feels. Have a very peaceful, very beautiful rest of your day. Namaste. Thanks, you too.